Well, hello and welcome to this week's pet pairing, which is, I think, coming a little bit later this week because what can I say, I'm an active social butterfly these days. I'm just going to start doing my makeup. I'm going to put on my Inglot Eyeshadow Keeper. I think that's actually the official name of this eyeshadow base. I've been calling it the Inglot Eyeshadow Base, but it's actually called the Eyeshadow Keeper, if that was important to anyone. Okay, guys, let's just call a spade a spade. Fake news. Improved Pat McGrath Labs shipping. Fucking fake news. It's been a week now. Today it's officially a week since the launch of the bronzers, and I literally ordered within the first few minutes after everything was released. I remember it clear as day, as if it happened yesterday, because I was at work. I was really stressed out because I was in the middle of a really important experiment, but I also had to, place my order on time because I was mildly worried that one of the shades of the bronzer that I wanted, the neutral one, might actually sell out. And it's very strange. One of you told me that that shade has sold out on Pet's website, but very strangely, when I look on the website, I don't see that shade as being sold out. So I don't know whether people in Europe, just like with Lisa Eldridge, are seeing a different version of the website. I cannot tell you. But I placed my order immediately. I'm going to do the Too Faced, what is it called again? Fluff and Hold Brow Laminating Wax, because it's going to be a long day. Like I said, active social butterfly. I'm going out for dinner both today and tomorrow, meaning I will film today, but most likely I will only have time to edit in the weekend, so this will be a late pet pairing. So yeah, I placed my order. It's been a week. I've seen some people in the US already get their orders, but I feel like US and Europe are a very different story, a very different distribution center and, company that deals with it. So the one that deals with mainland Europe shipping continues to do business as usual. So it's been a week, and you recall that once again I had paid for express shipping, and that is really expensive and also really unfair, because I know I'm taking Auric Glow Loss to hydrate my under eyes, by the way. I know that people in the UK get express shipping by default, and it's always free for them, which is really annoying. And we here, literally an hour across the water, have to pay 17 euros extra for that express shipping. And every single time I pay for that express shipping, thinking, I know I can get my money back, but that is not what I want. I want just for them to actually provide me with the service that I'm paying royally for. And once again, that didn't happen, so I already have contacted the customer service of Pat McGrath Labs yesterday. They responded immediately, so at least that's really nice. I didn't have to wait for 100 years this time around. And they immediately refunded me. They were like, oh yeah, really sorry, it's very busy with the new launch and shit. And I was like, yeah, I understand that, but if I have paid for an express service, I expect to get an express service. Like I said, I'm not paying the 17 euros with the idea that I'm going to request it back each and every time. I pay it every single time with the hope that maybe finally I'm going to get the service that I pay for. And no, I have not. So what I think happened last time, because I noticed that a lot of people said her shipping had improved with the Love collection, I think my theory is that people just didn't buy that much from that collection. Even hardcore Pat McGrath fans such as myself, pretty sure Alicia Archer also didn't purchase any items from that collection. So I feel like that collection just went a little bit smoother because it was quieter, and they just fulfilled everything timely, because that is the kind of turnover that they can handle. But as soon as they release something bigger, like the bronze collection, they are deep down in shit again. So my experience this year from the 2 times that I have ordered from Pet's website have both been, there's nothing better about her shipping. It sucks. I'm going to take the First Aid Beauty Bendy Avocado Concealer. I ordered in the beginning of the year with normal shipping. Took 3.5 fucking weeks for things to get here, which, with normal shipping, I don't even expect more from her at this point. But yeah, we're sitting once again at express shipping, and since she hasn't shipped anything yet, and Easter is coming, I can tell you for a fact, I should count myself lucky if I even get my items by mid next week, if she ships them today or tomorrow. because if that doesn't happen, then we're sitting at end possibly weekend, possibly even not next week. So that's truly infuriating. So take it from me, don't believe when people say that her shipping has improved. I think it was a fluke, or not really a fluke, but you know, a logical consequence of the Love collection just being not a very popular collection. Nothing is better. I'm sorry that I had to rant once again about her shipping, but I truly had my hopes up a little bit, because I heard several people say that the Love collection launch went so smoothly and they got their items so much more on time than they usually do. Everyone was so shocked and everyone was like, yeah, maybe finally she has gotten her shit together. No, she has not. I think I may have forgotten to tell you what I did for foundation, but I did my NARS light reflecting because, as you may have seen in my empties video, makeup roundup and empties for the past month, I finally panned my Pat McGrath foundation. So I have moved on to my other foundations and that makes me really happy. And the the NARS light reflecting one is a really solid foundation. If you have a relatively long day ahead, I think it stays on really well. I really like that foundation actually. I think it's a foundation that if I don't really try anything in the meantime that I like more, it might be one that I would repurchase. I really like it, especially with a sponge. I've been applying my foundations again with a sponge the last couple of weeks or so, and I've really fallen in love with how much I like having my foundations with a sponge, because they just look quite, I don't know, hydrated. Don't get me wrong, my Sonia G brushes also work really well, but for example with the NARS formula, I get the feeling sometimes that if my skin is a little bit drier, then the foundation really clings on to some dry patches on my skin, whereas with the sponge I never really have that experience. It just always looks really flawless. Oh, so what am I doing for bronzer today? You know what, I think I'm going to do the Charlotte Tilbury, whatchamacallit, Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer, the big one we got for summer of last year. And is this the shade 2? No, this is the shade 1. Sorry, this was the wrong shade. I'm taking this shade, which is like the more summery, more bronzy shade. I've seen one person post a video. No, Alicia also posted a video, duh. Alicia already posted her video with the bronzers and she confirmed that the formula is pretty much the same as the Divine blushes, which is, I think, also something we all expected. She had ordered a duo, so unfortunately she did not really have like some of the deepest shades, but I watched another creator who did have that deepest mahogany shade, and it's interesting that on camera the pan actually looked quite light, but then it applied just fine on her skin. So I'm curious, like, these seem to be very buildable. I'm just so curious about these bronzers, you guys. You know, I'm going to do a little trick that I've seen Martina Lily do, which is layer creams with powders. I'm going to use this bronzer from MAC. It's a very old limited edition collection from them from 2016, but I really love this bronzer, and I'm going to sort of set a little bit the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer with that, because the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer being a bit more like a creamy texture, I don't know that it can really hold up a very long day, so I'm just going to lightly set that with a powder to make sure that I'm nicely bronzed all day and all night. I'm going to take the Paradise Glow Duo and I'm going to do like a light mixy mix between the two shades by just dipping once in one color and then in the other color and just lightly stamping it here on the cheeks. So did any of you already receive your orders? I'm just really curious whether the improved shipping has actually affected positively some of you. So overall, I don't know that I have seen many people receive their bronzers yet. I think some people in the US I've seen that they already received their things in the beginning of the week, and I was really jealous, if I'm being honest. But okay, I know I'm in Europe, things take a little bit longer. Although I know that they can also take just a few days, but okay. I haven't really used this highlighter in a while. This is Golden Nectar from the Divine Blush collection, the first highlighter that came out in this formula. And I still to this day really love this highlighter, but I don't think I've used it on camera in a while. So let's put it on today because I think it really fits the rest of the colors and the eye look that we're going to go for. Which, surprise, surprise, going to be a green eyeshadow look. Alright, so you're nice and zoomed in. I'm going to start out the look with Statuesque. And then we're going to go into the little Star Wars Queen here, the Divine Droid one. And I want to put this shade all over my lids. And then I want to layer my favorite VR Nectar from the Sublime palette, so this beautiful shade over here, because I'm just really curious what these two are going to do together. I think they might look glorious together. I have to think about what I want to put as an inner corner highlight and if there's anything in here that even works for me as an inner corner highlight, but it's going to be like a really easy look, nothing too dramatic, because I'm just not feeling like anything dramatic. So let's start off with a Statuesque here, which I'm going to generously put through the crease. Oh, also, speaking of Statuesque, I had all the best intentions in the world to pick up a backup of that because it's finally back in stock on the website when I was ordering the bronze collection. But then, in all the, you know, panic and all the chaos trying to place my order in between doing experiments, I completely blacked out because I was also struggling to log into my account. It's really strange when she launches a new collection and you get the VIP code, you have to go through your email to open the website, and I always have issues when I do that because I can't really I couldn't really log into my account. I had to try like 5 times before I could log into my account because I didn't really feel like filling in my address all over again. So in all that chaos I completely blacked out that I need to order a backup of Statuesque, so I didn't order a backup of Statuesque and I feel really dumb about it. I saw that it's still in stock, so I might just place a small order with just Statuesque in it, but I feel stupid just doing that, so I think I might wait, try the bronzers, try to see whether there's anything else that's going to strike my fancy in the near future, and just make a mental note to not forget to pick up a backup of Statuesque, because it's really dumb that once again I forgot to do that. I'm going to, by the way, try to intensify my outer corners a little bit by just layering a little bit more of this shade here. I'm going to take a little bit of the NYX glitter glue. Also, I'm apologizing if I'm not as chatty as usual, besides the little Pat McGrath rant, but I'm just really tired, you guys. One of the reasons I didn't film yesterday was because I basically started working at 7:30, which is very unusual for me. I don't start working this early usually, but I have this experiment that I'm doing for the first time. I'm really excited about it, and I've been waiting for, you know, the results since the beginning of the week, and finally I knew that they would be out tomorrow, so I had to go and immediately check whether it worked out, and it worked out. I'm going to take now the beautiful green shade from Divine Droid, but then at 7:30 in the morning I was so high on adrenaline that I really just couldn't do anything besides think about going to work and proceeding with work. But in the past week I've just had so much work, it's just been like so much exhausting manual labor that I am destroyed, and because of that I didn't film yesterday, and I was doubting a little bit whether I want to even film today. But you know, I feel bad about skipping my pet pairing, but that is also one of the reasons that you're not really seeing that much and super varied content from me lately. I just have a lot of work and I'm just too tired to do and think of other things. You know what, I'm just going to put the beautiful green shade also in my inner corners. Let's do that. Why not? I still have ideas to do all sorts of rankings with Pat McGrath. I want to redo my mothership ranking. I want to still rank my favorite shade in every palette. But all of these require me to stop procrastinating having to actually rank them, because I get a little bit stressed out by the thought that I have to rank them, because the ranking, especially for my motherships, has definitely changed. but it's also so dependent on the season. Like if you ask me in the winter what my favorites are, I feel like they're going to be different from the favorites that I will have in the summer. So I'm going to take now the Sublime palette and this beautiful shade called VR Nectar, and I'm going to layer that, I was gonna say gently, but now I think I want to layer it generously over top of this green. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. Oh, that is exactly what I was hoping for it to be. Wow. I don't know whether you're seeing the same magic on camera as I am seeing in real life, but it is beautiful. It is turning into this like lime green, coppery, peachy pink, and it is just glorious. And also, a couple of you mentioned, just going back to the Pat McGrath release, by the way, a couple of you mentioned that there was a message on the website about the eyeshadow quad only shipping from April 10. And I feel like I saw that when I was ordering, but then I went back on the website, and I've gone several times since then on the website, and I cannot find that message back. So I have the feeling that once again something is different between the website for Europe and maybe the rest, like the US or something, because I have not seen that message since the launch. So I don't know what's going on and whether it's really only going to ship as of April 10, which is honestly not that far away from now. But yeah, I am just very curious when and what is going to be in my order. I'm going to take a little bit of statuesque now to run on my lower lashes, and honestly, this was pretty much it for this look. I can't get enough of Kitten Mischief from Lisa Eldridge, so that's also the lipstick that I'm wearing today. Can you tell? This is my new Lisa Eldridge obsession. I just love this lipstick so very much, and it just fits perfectly with this look. Also, how cute are my earrings? These are from Ana Luisa, and honestly, I've been a little bit hesitant to get this kind of earrings because I was always a little bit, not freaked out, but like slightly... I always kind of like cringed at the thought of putting like the actual chain through my ear, but honestly it's a very thin chain, so it's not really an issue at all. So I don't know why I had to wait this long to try this style of earrings, because I've seen friends wearing these sort of earrings and they always looked really beautiful to me, and these are gorgeous. I love them. Anyway, I hope that the magic of this look is coming across at least a little bit on camera. Truth be told, there's literally not a single eyeshadow in the world that you will throw VR Nectar on and it will not look glorious afterwards. And you already know how I feel about the lime shade from the Divine Droid quad. So the two of them were obviously a match made in heaven. I hope that you enjoyed this discombobulated pet pairing video with my extensive rant once again about pets shipping. I don't know, at this point I think we can make a playlist of Mariam rants about Pat McGrath shipping, and it will contain more videos than my actual pet pairing series. That's not true, but you know, we're getting in the ballpark. Anyway, I'm going to get to work. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully that will be my Divine Bronze video. Bye!